Hello, Trouble Girl. We are going to learn about reported speech with tense changes in this lesson. When we want to report what someone said, we can use direct speech or reported speech. In direct speech, we use quotation marks and give the exact words that the person said. For example, Cherry said, "I am going to the lake today." In reported speech, we do not use the quotation marks. In addition, we need to change some of the words the person said. This is because another person may report the words at a different place and time. For example, Cherry said that she was going to the lake that day. If we use our common sense, these changes are quite easy to remember. Let's look at them one by one. 1. Reporting verbs. We usually use a reporting verb such as said or told us in the past tense. For example, Cherry said that she was going to the lake that day, or Cherry told us that she was going to the lake that day. 2. That. We can use the conjunction that to introduce a reported speech clause. So we can say, Cherry said that she was going to the lake that day, or Cherry told us that she was going to the lake that day. We can also leave out that when we use reporting verbs such as said and told us. So we can say, Cherry said she was going to the lake that day, or Cherry told us she was going to the lake that day. However, if we use some other reporting verbs such as replied and shouted, we cannot leave out that. So the sentence, Cherry replied she was going to the lake that day, is incorrect. We have to say, Cherry replied that she was going to the lake that day. 3. Tense. When we report a speech, it is always after the original speech has been said. So, after a past reporting verbs, the verb of the direct speech moves one step backwards in time. So, the verbs become more past. This means that a present tense verb in direct speech, for example, sees, becomes past tense in reported speech, for example, saw. And a past tense verb in direct speech, for example, saw, becomes past perfect, had seen, in reported speech. Here are some examples of how we change verbs into the past in reported speech. Direct speech, reported speech. See or sees, saw. Am, is or are seeing, was or were seeing. Has or have seen, had seen. Verbs already in the past are changed to the past perfect in reported speech. Here are some examples. Saw, had seen. Ran, had run. Modal verbs in the present tense change to the past tense in reported speech. Can see, could see. Will be seeing, would be seeing. May see, might see. However, a modal in the past does not change in reported speech. Could see, might run, might run. 4. Pronoun. Remember, pronouns are pointing words. So, if Leo says I, we must use he when we report what Leo said. For example, in direct speech, Leo said, Monchi will be coming to my house. In reported speech, Leo said Monchi would be coming to my house is incorrect. In reported speech, it should be Leo said Monchi would be coming to his house.